Start your engines, hear the crowd. Talking racing now, we're revving loud. Yeah. From Daytona nights to Talladega days, we're chasing rumors, hearing what they say. Pit crews hustle, tires burning fast. News and whispers, nothing's gonna pass. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. From rookie rides to legends known, victory lanes and dynasties grown. We'll spin the tails, where speed's alive. Every week the racing vibes survive. Racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. Green flags flying, hear the sound. Talking racing now, the best show around.
We are live. It is Monday, 7 p. The place to be, it is Talking Racing Now. I am Sean Stanley, as always, joined by the great Spencer O'Neill. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you
The
doing?
West Side Sign. What we got here?
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. I thought you were throwing up. I was like, oh boy.
No,
we
no,
done
no.
took
We're
this
not,
show the wrong
not
way
gang
now.
signs. Not gang signs. Star Trek signs, baby.
Well,
Star Trek
oh.
signs.
I thought we were throwing up the. Whew, I was like, oh, wait, we got to restart. We got to restart the show here.
I don't
Man,
even know
how's-
gang
how's-
signs.
How has the 2 weeks been for you since our last show?
It's been good. So this weekend was pretty busy. Spent the weekend over at my buddy Nick's house. So I randomly met this dude, Nick. His name is, I'll just call him Nick, whatever. And he is from the same small town in Kinston that I spent like kindergarten through 8th grade in. And I randomly met this dude at the daycare. Our kids go to the same daycare.
Wait a minute. Kinston, North Carolina?
Yeah, that's right.
The Kinston Indians?
Yes, the Kinston Indians no longer
Yes.
exist, but yes.
I watched them play the Durham Bulls.
All
in
the time.
Kinston when I was in the military.
All the time.
Yeah,
All
I
the
went
time.
there to see a friend play. Wow, no kidding. That's crazy.
Yep, at Granger Stadium. That's right. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so he's about 4 years older than I am. We went to the same elementary school, turns out, for 1 year. I got to go find that yearbook to see if I can find him, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah, no, so I spent the weekend over at his house. It was his kid's birthday Saturday, so we went over there. He heated up the pool, and then Sunday we went over there and watched football. So it was a long weekend of social stuff, and you know, social batteries are drained around here. Everybody's tired today.
Yeah, I bet. Man, we went to last weekend we went to Universal. We got the Universal passes now, so we'll be
Okay.
up in the Orlando area from time to time here. Or they can just take the Bright Line up and come back the same day. So either way, it'll all be well. One thing that we don't know if it's going to be well is we were supposed to talk a little bit more about the Clash today, but right now I think it's 2 feet of snow on the track, as I saw earlier. They are working on it. I know they laid something down on the track in anticipation of the snowfall. I don't know what it will help out. I'm not even going to sit here and tell you I understand snow conditions. Haven't had to deal with it. I lived in South Florida my whole life. I went away to Okinawa, North Carolina. We got a little bit of snow. Never been in anything crazy. So apparently, we'll see if it goes. The race is scheduled for Saturday. There's supposed to be, I believe, more inclement weather during the week.
All week.
So,
week.
So, I mean, I don't know how or what it's going to look like here. Then I wonder, is there a backup plan? I haven't heard anything about that as far as hey, we can't race there. Okay, let's move everybody where? Yeah, I would say bring it down here, buddy. Let's run it.
Yeah, or yo, take it to Homestead.
Yeah, oh no, it's
Yeah.
too safe of a track though. Nah, where would the closest
Dry track be?
yeah, where would a track be like that they could a short track because I want it to be short track now.
Okay.
I like those at the beginning for these because then you eliminate people. You know, I watched the Chile Nationals.
Okay.
I followed that whole. I like that style of racing, man. I like it, man. You got to earn that stuff, man. That's some, you know. I just like for me, these races should be like that. When you're getting no points, it should be earn, and I kind of like the way that allows. But I just don't know where there's a track they could go to at this point. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, there's probably hundreds of little tracks around the country. Like, hey, we'll take you, but
Right.
half the country's under weather. I mean, it's not like they know probably exactly what they're going to get either. So it's a very
You'd have to come to
interesting
Florida.
time. Yeah,
You'd have to.
yeah.
There's nothing I'm aware of that's in like southern Georgia that would fit the qualifications. There might be, but I mean Atlanta's a little bit too far north. I think they might be getting iced over. If not, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I was looking at the weather earlier for Winston-Salem, which is where Bowman Gray is for those that don't know. And yeah, not only is it cold all week, Saturday is wicked cold. So the high is like 20. The low is the temperature range is 13 to 20 degrees. There's as of now, you know, we're still 5 days away. There's a 48% chance of snow at some point in time during the day.
And it's not like you can put them out there on icy conditions. I mean,
No, God, no. And so I went to I spent 3 winters up north in Syracuse, right? Mm-hmm. So I know a little bit about how you can clean it off. I mean, those people don't slow down for anything. You know, snow days almost don't exist unless you get just so much snow nobody wants to really dig it out. But you know, they've got that like chemical salt stuff that they throw on everything, and really it does great with the ice as far as like getting rid of the ice, because that's the main thing. The snow is one thing. The cars will absolutely destroy snow. That's no problem. And they've got those tires now for the wet tire. So I mean, hypothetically, they could bring that, but the ice is not something they can play with. So besides putting chemical salt down, I don't know what else they can do. Now, hypothetically, they don't put salt down all the time. This is a once in a while thing, so it should be good. But salt messes up the concrete. It messes up the asphalt. It gets in there and it tears it up. So, you know, when you're like in upstate New York, they say they got 2 seasons. They got winter and they've got construction season. So everybody hunkers down for the winter. They live their lives. They throw salt on everything. It destroys everything. And then summer comes and that's construction because they got to rebuild all the stuff that the salt destroyed. So I don't know that they would want to put it on the track.
well, yeah. I know beforehand they put something on there, some kind of like gel or something. I don't know if that would help keep maybe the ice from forming underneath all the snow or whatever. They said they were going to get people in there. I haven't seen any pictures since the ones that came out earlier. So they said they were going to get some people in there to start shoveling, I guess. I don't know what you call it, or to try to see, I guess, what they can do from this point. But man, that's going to be, and then the drivers, like, normally you're going to want to be in your car because of the heat. You're not going to want to be out of your car. Now it's like, hey, maybe this changes a little bit. I want to race every chance I can.
Can we just leave this car on and idling?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'll sit in it while the
just
other race
sit
is
there and
on.
let you know what's going on. Taking naps in it and everything else. I mean,
Maybe instead of like pumping air conditioning through the suit, they'll pump heat through the suit.
yeah, but that
Can
would
they
get
do
hot
that?
too, man? I don't know, but that would get hot, right?
It's cold. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when it's like 20 or 30, and you're going
That
up-
car is not
know.
airtight. Those windows
No.
are open.
Yeah. Well, no, but that's what. But like, if it's pumping into your suit, like I'd be
Yeah.
like sitting in front of like a heater, like just pumping. Again, I'm a different animal. I love the cold as long as it's not like, you know, blizzard wind coming at me. I'm good. But I do wonder, like, because what? Then I guess you just raise up your visor and let some of the heat out. But then what? You fog up, right?
Oh, I would absolutely fog up for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the hell they could do, man. I really don't.
I don't remember ever seeing a race try to happen
Here's a dumb
with
question
20
I got for
degrees, you know?
Spencer.
Sure.
So, if the heat from the car inside with the cold, won't the windows, or do they have a special type of? I know they got the peel aways and things like that. So, is there something they can put on? Because I mean, could you imagine driving around and all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, the window!" You're leaning out of the car trying like. I mean, you got a
Out the
little
window doing
yeah,
this.
you're like
They're all in there with towels and stuff, just trying to wipe the
oh
window
my
off.
God.
I think I might be making this up, but isn't there like anti-fog stuff you can put on your glasses?
Yeah, I mean, they've got stuff like I just don't know if it
Right.
works actually. Like in those conditions, maybe in normal conditions, but now you're talking what, maybe 20 degrees. And you're
20 degrees is the high. That's when the sun's out. This thing doesn't start till 6.
and you're driving at what, 85, 90 miles an hour average, maybe.
Yeah, with the windows open.
Yeah, with the windows open and the heat from the car.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything that could help.
I don't know, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, you know what's funny was when I heard this, I'm like, man, I was like, NASCAR, have they ever been impacted by snow? Like rain, we've had those delays. We've had, every other, but snow. And I didn't realize this, and maybe I just missed it. The March 2018 Martinsville Truck and Cup Series
Okay.
were delayed until Monday due to snow. That was the first time since 93
Okay.
that happened. In 93, it was actually in Atlanta. A major blizzard, the storm of the century, forced the race to be postponed for a full week.
Wow.
And then this one got me. Because April 2006, Bristol Motor Speedway.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Snow caused a red flag during the Sharpie Mini 300, leading to a temporary halt in the race. Didn't end the race, a red flag.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, no. So those are the three instances that I found. I'm positive there are probably other ones deep down in the histories of NASCAR and everything else, but those were three that came up when I looked up just races affected by snow, because I was just like, wow. I mean, we've had weather, we weather, Mother Nature's whatever, but just like snow. NASCAR was snow. I just never thought that we'd had those issues.
Yeah, there's a reason the season starts in the South.
Yeah.
There's a
And
reason
it
we
ends
go to
out west.
Yeah, there's a reason we go to Pocono and Michigan and Watkins Glen in the summertime because you have to.
Yeah, there'd be more postponements. Oh man. We're gonna give you our picks. Sorry, had ice in my mouth.
You're good.
We're gonna give you our
I can't
picks,
speak for the listener. I think you're good.
Yeah. Dad, am I good?
Yeah, you notice I said listener.
Yeah, we got some listening on X. We got some on X.
What's up, everybody on X?
Yeah, if you got it, check on over to Stanley Media House Network. Hit that YouTube, subscribe, check us out. We also do the Wrestling Talk on Tuesday and Sports Talk on Friday. You want to jump into the Hall of Fame stuff, or?
Sure. I mean, we can talk about it a little bit. There, who was it? It was Henry Gant, right?
Harry Gant.
Sorry,
Kurt Busch, and Ray Hendrick.
So only one person that obviously I really got to watch. Gant, I kind of heard about, as a kid, and I've seen little highlights here and there, but I never really got to experience Gant. Ray Hendrick.
He drove the Skoal.
Yes.
Yep, that's all I remember. Skoal and Harry Gant. That's what I'm.
Yep. And as far as Ray Hendrick, that one I learned about. That was new for me. I guess they called him Mr. Modified. It looks like he got into it more for his racing career than his NASCAR career, which I thought was interesting.
He never ran full time in the Cup.
Right.
So think about that.
I think
he made it on the Pioneer ballot, which I believe is more of, your short track legends and guys like that. The modern era guys were Gant and Busch this
Kurt.
year.
Yeah. And kind of thinking of the guys that are out there right now. I mean, Kurt Busch seemed like a pretty obvious choice as far as who's available.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean,
I didn't realize he had so many wins, honestly, man.
Who, Kurt? Yeah, Kurt was good in his day.
Yeah, I mean,
Kurt was real good in his day.
Yeah, it just feels like, because you think about the end, just like Kevin Harvick, the recency bias is like,
yes,
ugh, not so good. But then you look back and you're like, wait a minute, the guy had a great time, great career, man. I mean, Bro, if I could win one race in NASCAR, I'd be happy, man. Like, to be honest, I mean, it's not like, you know, you're going to.
I mean, there were years he was consistently a top 3, top 5 driver. I mean,
yeah. I mean, think about it. He won the first ever chase format title.
He did.
2004.
That's the other thing. You know, he's a former champion, so I don't. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if anybody else that was out there was a former champion that was on the card, but
I don't have the cards in front of me. I do have Humpy Wheeler made it for the Landmark Award, the legendary promoter known for transforming race entertainment and elevating fan experience. Anybody that's heard of he was Charlotte, right? Pretty much. That's where I heard a lot of Humpy Wheeler, I believe, was more toward the Charlotte. I don't know if he owned other speedways as well. But that's why, you know, that race became what it was because of the entertainment aspect, the all-star race, and everything there. That was Humpy Wheeler.
Exploding buses and
yeah. I mean, they had
fun stuff. Yeah.
Bring everybody to the track, baby. And then Deb Williams was the Squire Hall Award, veteran reporter recognized for decades of elite NASCAR journalism, along with the 3 inductees there. So, congratulations to all of them. Kurt Busch, again, retired because of a concussion, man. Just craziness, man. And that wreck, when he got the concussion, but if memory serves me right, it wasn't like a crazy crash that we normally see.
No, you know, it's just the wear and tear of years and years and years of doing it over and over and over again.
It's like when in wrestling they say you never know when your last bump will be. In NASCAR, you never know when that last crash or
bump.
I mean, last bump again as well too. I guess So,
speaking of concussions, I heard some rumblings about whether Brad Keselowski was going to come back or not.
Everything I've heard says
it all seems like he's coming back.
I heard he's going to be back for the 500. He didn't want to race the Clash because he wanted to give more time. But, I mean, you're only giving yourself another week or 2.
Right.
Because technically you're going to be racing in the duels if you have to run.
Yeah.
So if you're not ready now, I don't know if the 10 days is going to be enough to have you ready for the duels and then, like...
And do you just do some part-time stuff or do you come back full-time? Like, what are you doing?
I think at this point, man, I don't know how this works though, because if somebody else gets in the car for right now, say they bring in
Jesse Love.
Okay, we'll go Jesse Love. I was thinking of the guy that who's driving his car this time. It's
I don't know who's driving it.
I think it's LaJoy. I want to say it's Corey LaJoy, I believe, or somebody. Am I wrong?
Corey LaJoy has had his opportunities. I don't know if it's Corey LaJoy or not. I don't know who it is. But yeah, Corey LaJoy's had his opportunities. If you're going to give it to somebody, bring up one of the young dudes.
Oh, I'm trying to spell out Keselowski here.
So I learned something about spelling Polish names a long time ago. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. I had a buddy named Dylan Grabowski, and I was like, what? And he's like, it's real easy. Grab, ow, ski. I'm like, oh, okay. Got it. Grabowski.
Yeah, so it is Corey LaJoy filling in for the Busch Light Clash. It's Bowman Gray. So, I mean, if that's going to be the case, then just keep him in the car for the first few races and go from there, man. Because, like, it doesn't make sense to get in the car and be injured and then, what, you can't fulfill something and then you take out half the field in a Daytona race? Like, I just think if there's a question, I would rather it be a fill-in driver for now. But now here's the part that I don't understand. How does that affect points and everything else going forward? Because I don't know, the points go to the 2 or to Keselowski. How does that work? I don't know that. I'm not smart enough for that.
Yeah, I don't know if they go to the team or if they go to the driver. We'd have to look that up. But I do think that remember last year there was a rule, a couple of years now, they had a rule where if you missed a race for some reason that you were like excluded from the playoffs. Yeah.
Well, you could get a waiver because remember Larson.
Well, you get a waiver for certain things, yeah.
Yeah, Larson got the waiver because of the something. I forgot what he missed a race or something. Didn't.
So I don't know that Larson got a waiver, but didn't Blaney get a waiver?
Who is it?
Blaney? Wasn't he injured?
Yeah,
I'm
but
making that up.
I think the one I'm thinking of, I think it was Chase Elliott actually, not
No,
Larson.
that was it. Yeah,
I
Chase
believe it was
Elliott's the one that got
Elliott
injured.
Was the one that got injured? Yeah, yeah, that's who it was. It was Chase Elliott. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Larson, they weren't going to give him a waiver because he just
Yeah,
wanted to go
that's
race
right.
the Indy 500. That wasn't going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, which to me is like, I mean, come on, man, come on. I get it. You know, he's one of the name, but like, you're gonna sit there and I don't know, man. It amazes me how much. I feel like Indy and NASCAR, if they worked hand in hand, could come up with some good race weekends for racing fans.
Maybe.
I think if they, July 4th would be a great weekend to team up Indy and NASCAR together and do something like in the streets of Chicago or whatever you're going to do. You know, I know this year they're doing it at Chicago, wherever it is, Chicagoland, I think. But like, if you did that and you work together, I mean, I just don't. Why not? Instead, you're gonna take it out on Larson because he wanted to race both and he was gonna stay there to the last minute. And sometimes I think like you're not F1.
Right.
You don't have all the money in the world to where you could just. Who cares if anybody watches? Honestly, I mean, honestly,
Right.
They're doing it because they got mine's bigger than yours. I got more money than you. That's what that's about. I mean, so
right. And IndyCar really competes with F1. That's their competition.
Yeah, which really isn't competition. I mean, it's not.
I know it's not. I'm just saying, like that's their competition as far as viewership, racing style, car style.
Yeah, but I also think like now when you look at it, like last year, Fox took over Indy.
Yeah.
And there were some times where it was like Pockris was at the Indy tracks and not at the NASCAR tracks. And Fox had the NASCAR track. Like, I mean, it is what it is, but it's funny to me how they battle each other when if they got together. And I'm not saying they join forces and make a racing league, but if on certain days, Labor Day weekend, which I know is a bad weekend because that's going to be I think that's the All-Star race weekend, right? Labor Day weekend is the All-Star race.
So what?
I believe that's it in Charlotte, but July 4th, like those weekends like that could be something special if they came together and made it a great racing weekend for the fans.
Why not make All-Star weekend a cross contaminant thing? You'd have to pick a car.
Oh, bring back the series they tried to kill. Who was that? What was that one?
SRX?
Yeah, but it was something else before. Wasn't it IROC, the International Race of Champions, at one time?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Bring back IROC and make that the All-Star race. The Indy All-Stars, the top 10 in Indy, the top 10 in NASCAR are in the show. And then you have everybody else do the duels to see who joins them.
If anything was that was ever going to happen, though, this is the time that it would happen.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of movement from NASCAR recently after this lawsuit, right? We've seen them going back to their roots, not only with the chase, getting rid of the playoff, well, kind of sort of getting rid of the playoffs and going back to the chase, going back to what's closer to a full season format. Mm-hmm. We'll get to this also. They just got rid of the Roval. They're trying to have more, less of these road course issues. They're limiting it to 4 this year, going back to more ovals. Going to Bowman Gray, even though we got there really to mess with SRX, we're still going back. The things that have been happening over the years, like going to the Coliseum, right? Like these things that were like, why is this happening? It seems like they're getting back to the roots, trying to get back to the people, and doing something fun with IndyCar makes sense, right? Like Roger Penske owns IndyCar. He's a team owner, so they have that relationship. It's possible. It's doable if they wanted to, and I think it'd be cool. I'd be into that.
You might as well make the All-Star race a legit All-Star race, right? I mean, just bring the big names from NASCAR, the big names from Indy, and then you're doing a crossover. So maybe some of the NASCAR fans will go and see what they have to offer, and vice versa, man. I mean, I don't see why you're competing against each other when you could, you know, I mean, I get it. The way NASCAR's set up, you got trucks Friday usually, Xfinity Saturday, Cup Sunday. Indy's been racing a lot on Saturday, and there's a couple times where they race Saturday and Sunday, which I'm not sure how, you know, how that works out in theirs. I haven't really followed Indy enough to. I watch the Indianapolis 500. That's usually my Indy viewing of the year. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like now, like you said, I think now would be the time, if it does happen. Like it's time, man. It's time to like just be there for the fans, man. Give the fans something more. I mean, now would be the time to just mix it up and see what works and what doesn't. And again, you know what? They may get a lot of feedback that this is terrible and not to do it, but at least to me, it would feel like
it wouldn't be the first time.
They're doing something at least, man. It's like, because look, man, I love the All-Star race, but it feels flat lately, man.
Yeah, I don't get excited for the All-Star race.
No, I mean, it's like, I used to remember when they, and again, I don't know why they went away from it, but I guess it's because it's NASCAR. Like when you race the first, like, what was it, the first 50 laps or whatever, then they would inverse it. So if you won that one, you're starting dead last in the second part of the race. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then they would inverse, I think, half the field this the third time or whatever. And it just felt like, okay, you're making it more than just a race. I mean, to me now, it's just another race on the schedule. Except, of course, they get the $1 million winning and everything else. But other than that, it's just another race lately. It's just stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Okay, yay. I don't get it for it anymore.
While we're on the topic of kind of changing things,
yes,
to go back, I saw a tweet today that I thought was a tweet that I thought was pretty interesting, because it is very much what you've been saying. And I forget who it was, but you know, hats off to you, sir, for throwing it out there with more followers than I got. And essentially, what he said was, if they get rid of these cautions after stages, then we'd be back to the real product. Look at that. Isn't that what you've been screaming for a year now?
Yes, man. Yes. Yes.
You can keep the stages. Just don't stop the race.
Yeah. Just, hey, okay, at lap 100, okay, they get the points. Keep it going.
Or it's if like you really...
You're giving these guys that are so smart with strategy and everything else a free pass.
Yeah. And you're getting rid of track position, like as far as catching up and all that time you gained. And
yeah, and think about it, the road tracks were the ones where everybody was like, okay, we come in 2 laps to go, we don't need it. Let's just come in.
Right.
And then we just worry about it at the end, because now we're you know, because the crew chiefs, who are the smartest, at least to me, the smartest guys on the block, figure out how to do this stuff. Now you take away that free caution, and now it's a different ball game, because now you don't stop the race. You don't come in all together in a pit. Now you've got to make decisions. And to me, that is where it needs to go to. I'm not saying stop the stages. I'm saying don't have stops at the end of the stages. Keep the stages going. Give them the points. But don't throw a yellow. Don't throw a yellow. I mean, like, that's...
it shortens the race. It shortens the race into 3 smaller races.
Yeah, and it gives these guys and gals and whoever else is in there, because I know there's car chiefs and car engineers and everything else that know, like, hey, we can go up to and you see it play out in all these races. Make them earn it, man. Don't give them a free pass. It's like that one, like, oh, they need a caution, so they limp around for 3 laps. When if they weren't getting that, they would have came in already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They would have made that change because they know they're not getting the help. But now you got cars dropping stuff all over the track because they're trying to limp around for 3 laps. Then you get a caution, and then what? Yay, the stage ends under caution. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, to me, it's just a thing. And I know I've always been like, get rid of them altogether. But what I meant was more, you get the points, but just get rid of the yellow to stop it. It's like,
Yeah, you've won me over on this argument. There's no reason to stop the race. I'm with you now. I'm 100%
These guys
with
are
you.
smart enough as it is, and now you're helping them. Like, now you're only having to skid. For instance, the Daytona 500. It's, I believe, 187 laps, so it's like 60,
Sounds
60,
about
and
right.
67. But you're getting a caution at the end of this 60, a caution at the end of this 60, and then you got to race to the end at the last 67. But
Right.
if you weren't ever getting that stop, now there's a lot of times where, okay, how are the Fords doing? Are they all coming in together? Well, this Ford's not running as good as the other Fords. He's got to come in early. Now you start, losing that draft because you don't have 20 cars coming in at one time, because not every car is going to be able to keep up when you don't get the free caution at lap 60.
Also, how often do we hear about like fuel conservation?
Yeah.
I feel like it's not as big of a factor. Fuel used to be a massive issue. Now it's just tire. It's just tire wear, because they get these softer tires out there and they just run them to the ground. And I feel like they go through more tires, and they get fuel all the time. Fuel is almost never a problem.
No. Well, hell, there's the one race. What is it? They don't even stop for fuel. The only thing they got to stop for is tires during the thing. And like they throw in the fuel just because they're doing the tires anyways. So they got to, just to do that. But it's like, no, man, make these guys earn this job. I mean,
less fuel is a lighter car.
Millions of dollars probably. And they've got to make, again, I got it. They got to make some decisions. Don't get me wrong. But you've taken a lot out of their plate when they don't have to worry about, as you just said, well, we can get 150 laps. This stage is only 100. All right, we're good on gas. We don't have to worry about that. What else do we need to worry about? You're just taking things away from the teams on having to worry about, and you're to me, you're hurting the integrity of the sport, because these guys are able. You talk about manipulating stuff. That's why you went to the next gen car, right?
Right.
You're telling me they're not manipulating things by knowing they only got to do 100, or whatever, 60 laps, and it's like, okay, we only need. Again, in Daytona is probably a bad thing, because most of the time they're just going to come in and get the tires and fill up.
Also, because there's crashes. There's crashes almost all the time.
All the time. Yep. So, man, I can't wait till we get to make our picks on the Daytona. That's going to be
close.
A fun one.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Race week is almost here, man. I'm stoked. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I love race
week. Announcement came out. Jordan Bianchi, the Athletic.
Bianchi bomb.
Yeah, Bianchi bomb. Wow, we didn't ever get those. But the Roval is out. The Roval is out. Your thoughts on the Roval being sayonara?
See you later. I don't care. It
You,
sucked.
right?
No,
Yeah,
not really.
I didn't.
Charlotte. All right, Charlotte's a great racetrack. It's a great race, and every time they race the Roval, it's essentially wasting a weekend. It's wasting one of the prized possessions they have, right? So they essentially limit themselves to one race that everybody really wants to go to the World 600, and then you've got the Roval, and nobody cares. I think I showed you tickets last year for the Roval, and I was like, I might just go to this to go to it, because they were cheap.
Yeah.
It was like $50 for a really nice seat. And nobody liked it. It's wasting a weekend. It's wasting a weekend at a fabulous track. And we're going to get a real NASCAR race back that hasn't existed for years now. And I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Nobody's a big fan of the Roval. It's not a true road course, right? So like, even if you're a road course fan, I don't think they even like the Roval. It's sort of like this haphazard thing that was put together. You're still running half the track on the bank. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's gone.
Homestead has a road course, right?
So does Daytona.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I was worried that I was like, ooh, when they started moving it to like March, like, that time frame, I was like, man, I wonder if they could try to experiment with this, the road. But see, I don't know how the NASCARs would work there, because they use the IMSAs and the different, the smaller car. At least they look smaller when I was near them, going through the road track there, because they got the snake. They got like a big S turns, like the whole thing there. And I was just like, oh man. But I am happy to have more ovals, less rovals, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, and this is just another one of those moves that NASCAR's made back towards getting back to what the fans want, right? Giving back to the people that got us here.
You shouldn't have. To me, you shouldn't have a road course in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you want to have
or
them
if you do
in the lead up, that okay, put them up there. But because again,
I'm not against a road course in the playoffs, but I want a traditional road course in the playoffs. Or put Coda. Put Coda in there. Like Coda's a great race. I love Coda. Put Coda in there.
What you do with Coda is take that first part of there and just make a big oval. There you go. Coda.
I like Coda. I'm sorry. I think it's a great race. I'd watch Coda in the playoffs.
I just don't like, because to me it feels like you have your road course guys that will stay up front, and it just, to me, the race just drags, and especially with the stages, because you're running 23 laps, and then you're running 24 laps, and then you're at 25 to end, and it's like, it's boring. It's a boring watch. Now, if you're there, probably phenomenal. But
I don't know.
On TV, it's a boring watch.
I think some of those road courses are difficult to watch. So I know Watkins Glen is difficult because there's no good place to be, right? It's stretched out. Sonoma might be better because Sonoma's up on the hill. You can get somewhere, you can see the whole track. Watkins Glen is kind of like in and out. So like you can go see a corner or two. So you're just watching like a little part of the race every little bit. Like it's not something that I would be excited to go watch. But
right, then you
as far as for television,
perfectly. Get rid of them all.
Yeah, I like Coda. I like Coda. I like it.
I kid. You got to have some of them on. You got to have the ones I think that they started. Keep them there, man. Just don't add. Don't take away from Charlotte and make it the Roval because of what? No.
Right, and if you want to do this road course at a random city that we change every once in a while, that's fine. Just limit it to one, right? So now we're going to San Diego. We're done with Chicago. We're going to San Diego. I'm cool with that. Just don't add another one. Like we didn't need to go to Mexico City.
Well, I did that to try to brand the sport,
right?
And I think they thought it was going to be.
And the Coliseum and the Coliseum was, how did that go?
Yeah, yeah. But again, I thought it was a good idea for the opening race. Just like I like Bowman Gray. I like. I mean, I don't know if I'd watch a race during the season at Bowman Gray, but I like this style of racing, like the Clash at Bowman Gray.
Right.
I don't know if I want to see 40 cars lined up and trying to make this work.
Right. Well, that's why they're doing what, 20 and 20 and 20?
We get it at Bristol and it works fine. So,
Bristol's way wider.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Yeah.
Those banks are so high.
Yeah, Bowman is not at all set up for. We'll see if they're set up at all this weekend. We'll have to see.
Yeah, right.
We will have to keep an eye on it. Make sure you're following us. I'm at SS_Sports Talk on X, and you're at No Doubt 87.
That's right, No Doubt 87 on X.
There it is. So make sure you follow, keep up to date on there. You want to do the picks?
Yeah, let's do the picks.
All right, man.
So I'm going first, right?
You're gonna go first this week, and then what we'll do next week, we will flip a coin, and the winner will get the first pick. Because what we're gonna do is, or you know what? Should we alternate?
I was about to say, let's alternate.
Should we make it that way to where we alternate? But then, so since you're going first this week, I'll go first next week.
That works.
Next week we'll flip it and we'll start over. Whatever, however you want to do it. All right,
that works.
We'll alternate. And just so you know, what we're going to do is we're picking 3 racers. We're going to have our own little quote-unquote fantasy league here. We'll figure out a point system when we're off there. I guess we should kind of let's do 10 points if your guy wins. 5 points. 5 points for anybody in the top 10.
Okay.
And then 1 point if they're in the top 20.
Sure.
And if you're outside of the top 20, no points.
That works. I can do that.
All right. So if you win, it's 10. 5 in the top 10. 1 point in the top 20.
Why not like 10 for a win, 5 for the top 5, 1 for a top 10, and nothing else?
All right, that works. 5 for a top 5, 1 for a top 10. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like if your guy gets 19th, that you pick 19th, like you don't deserve anything.
Participation trophy. They get money.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so
All right, here we go.
my first pick, I'm gonna pick Christopher Bell.
Oh, jeez. I put an S for Spencer and an S for Sean, and I'm like, oh, shit.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
We'll have to work on a graphic.
All right, I'm gonna take my guy before he gets taken, Hamlin.
Fair enough. I'm gonna take William Byron.
I'm taking last year's winner, Chase Elliott.
And then the Penske short track king, Joey. Give me Joey Logano.
Very nice of you. I'm going to go outside the box here. I'm going to go Josh Berry.
Okay. That's why Josh Berry? Because I think Josh Berry in super speedways. Do you have a good finish last year?
He had a good finish last year, and again, it's one of those races to me where everybody's just coming in there's no form in this race. In the middle of the year, I would go more for your Larsons, your guys that you know are always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But in these races, because again, all you got to do is really do good in your heat race, or qualify good and stay. Now watch Josh Berry and I qualify good and then be racing at the end. I'll look like an idiot, but. I want to have every week. I want to go with one guy that I probably wouldn't normally go with.
Well, I mean, you're going with a NASCAR Classic team at a NASCAR Classic track, right? You're giving us Wood Brothers at Bowman Gray.
Yeah. I got Wood Brothers. I've got Hendricks, and I've got JGR. So I'm all over the place, baby. I'm not like you. I'm just kidding. You got everybody too. You're covered.
Yeah. I got I was about to say I think I had the 3 major teams, but okay.
Yeah, Penske, JGR, and Hendricks. You're good. I went Wood Brothers. I'm bringing back the Classic, baby. I'm bringing back the Classic. And that's if they race. So we'll have to see. We'll have to keep up to date. If they don't race, we all get 50 points.
Sure.
Oh, so now it will be, I believe, now we're every Monday.
Yeah, almost, yeah. So, yeah, we can go next Monday. We can talk about...
We got, so this week will be the first, and then, there's technically 1 week, but we could do the duels. We could talk the duels and lead up to Daytona the next week, and then we're in the season, baby.
Well, I mean, also we're just about to have the first race. It'll be next Monday. It'll be the day after. We can hit it while it's hot.
Yeah.
Or cold. We can hit it while it's cold.
Hit it while it's cold, baby. We can melt the ice.
Hell, they might be racing the Clash at 7:00 while we're on. Who knows?
Yeah.
We will go live on a Monday.
Yeah, that's true. They could move it up because then it would be February 2nd. They don't race again until Daytona's the 14th, so they have time. It's not like they have to race this weekend. They could push it to Monday.
They could.
So we'll see. I wonder how they handle it because again, it is a exhibition race, but they're sponsors. They're
going to race it somehow someday.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's going to happen. Yeah,
because they're sponsored. It's got it's the big Clash for NASCAR. So, man, it's gonna be fun, buddy. Another season, and hopefully,
season number 2 for us, bro. Season number 2. We made it through a whole season.
I might have Strigley. I'm gonna try to reach out to him and see if we can get him on. I've been following him a little bit.
Okay.
Lately, so we'll see. But he's in, I believe he's in Canada. I want to try to reach out to him. I like his stuff, man. He does a lot of the. I don't know if you see me retweet him. He does a lot of the car, the details on the cars and sponsorship and things like that.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll see see how that goes, man. Spencer, let them know where they can get a hold of you and how they can follow you, my man.
All right, so you can find me on X, as I stated earlier, at NoDoubt87. You can find me here at Talking Racing Now. You can find me pretty much anywhere that's on the Sean Stanley Sports Network, Stanley Media House, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be around. You can find me on them YouTube streets. I'm no doubt.
He is on those YouTube streets. And he's on the wrestling show on Saturday, too, with Josh and Bobby. I was on there. I saw you on there, too, right?
Yeah, I think
Machine,
so.
Right? Yeah, they talked Smashing Machine this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No. So I didn't see that show, but I did. I saw the show they had with you, but I did go see Tony this weekend on Tony and not Adrian. They were talking game. They were talking about whatever.
Oh, you did Tony Sports Talk.
I saw Tony was on. I was doing nothing, so I hopped on for a little bit.
Yeah. Good deal, man. Awesome. You can check me out at SS_Sports Talk on X, Stanley Media House everywhere else. Stanley Media House Network here on YouTube every Monday, 7 p. The NASCAR season is back. Hopefully it doesn't get snowed in this week, but we'll be here for you on Monday talking about rain, snow, sleet, or hail. We're like the post office, baby. We'll be here delivering all the latest in the NASCAR world. If you know somebody who likes NASCAR, talking NASCAR, please share out what you can. Let them know to subscribe to Stanley Media House Network. And appreciate each and every one of you watching us on X, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever it is. Thank you so much. If you can, please jump over to Stanley Media House on YouTube. Hit that subscribe, hit the notifications, and we'll see you back here next week, 7 p.m. Talking Racing Now. Talk to you then.
Also, Costa Nostra.
Talking racing now, the best show around.